Now, before this video begins, we need to differentiate between cheating and hacking because they are not the same thing at all. Hacking is when someone has third-party software downloaded onto his PC or is using it on his console to give him wall hacks, aimbot, and those types of advantages while playing Call of Duty or any multiplayer in general. Cheating is someone who is reverse boosting or two-boxing to circumvent the skill-based matchmaking and to get easier, non-manipulative gameplay lobbies. I support that, and I'd like to tell you why I have changed my mind when it comes to supporting cheating in Call of Duty. But it is a based take, and I have the Call of Duty community's best intentions at heart, and this is why I am now supporting, and everybody for that matter of fact should be supporting reverse boosting or cheating, because it is the only way that you can play Call of Duty without being manipulated. Because anybody who plays Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, and most multiplayers for that matter of fact, are being manipulated by the skill-based matchmaking and most likely the engagement optimization matchmaking, which can control your damage per bullet, your hit registration, the spawn points that put you in precarious situations with a lot of people pointing their guns at you that was almost guaranteed to get you smoked. And anyone who wants to play a game where they allow a corporation to manipulate their experience and completely just mess with them, hey man, go for it, but let it be known that the game is playing you and you are not playing the game. And when you two-box or reverse boost, you do not allow the game to play you. You are playing the game and you are circumventing skill-based matchmaking, and you are no longer a victim of the nonsense that these big corporations tried to do to get you to stay in the game, play the game, and try to get you to buy microtransactions and completely just rig the Call of Duty experience, or for the most part, any kind of gaming experience nowadays, because there's all types of skill-based matchmaking, whether it be in Fortnite or Apex Legends or Valorant or CSGO. But the difference is this, is that first of all, those other games like Valorant and CSGO are known for being esports and competitive games. So when you play those games, you know it's supposed to be a sweaty experience. You know that you're playing a competitive first-person shooter, and you know what you signed up for. Call of Duty, for the other part, is a arcade shooter that used to be fun, that used to just be casual. I recognized something a long time ago when I knew it was all downhill, was when before I used to play Call of Duty, before it became skill-based matchmaking simulator, I used to be able to have a beer, just hang out, play Call of Duty, and do it pretty well and enjoy myself and not feel as if I'm like getting my ass kicked. But I remember when that started to change, and I recognized that, man, I can't even play this game tired, have to be super focused, have to be locked in, in order to even just compete, otherwise I get destroyed. And I knew that was the beginning of the end for Call of Duty. And that is why I now am a champion of two-boxing. I would recommend that you should at least reverse boost, because it is the only way that you can give a middle finger to the manipulative practices of Activision and them trying to control the narrative when it comes to playing the game. Because when you two-box, you are circumventing all of that skill-based matchmaking, engagement optimization matchmaking, and you are no longer being played. You are no longer a victim. And I hear people argue too as well. I like to hear this argument from people that, like, you know, you're getting put in these dumb lobbies and you're ruining the experience for those who aren't good at the game by beating up on them. Well, you know what I got to say to that? Too damn bad. This is a video game, man. If they aren't that good while playing against someone like me, we'll make them better. It'll teach them that, hey, you know what? There's a lot better players out there. And oh my God, for one match, there's literally like millions of people playing this game. Well, that's not true. Activision will tell you there's millions of people playing this game, but there's hundreds of thousands of people playing this game, and there's hundreds of thousands of people who suck at this game. There's hundreds of thousands of people that I get put into lobbies with that you can pick and choose between to make the matchmaking lobbies for the reverse boosting two-box champion of the world, #1 Ghost of Ace, your elite gaming stub muffin athlete balls deep only halfway in. And I'm sure, you know, for a game or two, when someone gets matched up with me or matched up with someone two-boxing, they can have, you know, oh my God, their ass kicked for a couple minutes there and go on to another easy game lobby. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about a video game. And on top of that, skill-based matchmaking, they're getting put in these dumb, easy lobbies, is just as manipulative as us getting put into these super elite TTV sweat lobbies. And that's another thing too, which makes no sense at all. I am obviously a lot better than a lot of dudes who are really bad at this game, But I get put into lobbies where it's just absolutely a nightmare, where I have no chance of competing, where I can barely get a 1 KD or a 1.4. And if I do really well, oh my God, I got a 2 KD for one game. And then after that, it's TTV Sweatsville, slide canceling, dudes with diamond camos and Dark Master camos already, guys who are like 20 years old with reflexes faster than me because I'm older. I can't compete. But why do I get put in those lobbies? It's obvious it's not fun. And someone did a study on this actually, and this is another reason why I do not hate people who 2-box or reverse boost. Still hate the hackers, but cheating, I totally give you a free pass. And someone did a study on this. So if you are a pretty good, decent player, like 1.3, 1.4 KD, which apparently is good nowadays, if that's your level of skill, it is absolutely horrible for you to be playing Call of Duty anymore because you're too good to be put into the bad lobbies, but you're also not good enough to play with the really good players, and they have scuffed gaming controllers and they spend their whole day talking trash online and watching CDL scrims and think Call of Duty esports is amazing. Those type of guys, you know, like dorks, man. Call of Duty dorks and sweats and dudes whose smoke alarm batteries haven't been changed since Christ was a cowboy that go chirp. Those type of guys. You know what I'm saying? Popeyes. Come on, man. And so you get matched up with those dudes and you just have to struggle and sweat, and it's horrible for the sort of okay Call of Duty gamer. And the guys who are really good, well, I mean, like there's a guy called the Rick. He's really good at the game. He seems to do pretty well with the skill-based matchmaking. He's not 2-boxing, but he's really good at the game. But imagine how well he would do if there was no skill-based matchmaking. He'd be like the Mark of J of the old days. And that is why people like Mark of J, for those of you who get that reference, what's up? You know, that's what's up. He quit when skill-based matchmaking got too thick because he was not going to be manipulated anymore. And that guy had a 4 or 5 KD and was just destroying people. And then the skill-based matchmaking kicks in. He's like, I'm not trying to be sweating out here to get a 2 KD, to get, 30 kills in the game and have to play my ass off as if that's a lot of fun. And he bounced. He left, which is crazy because I think he was making a lot of money, or maybe he won the lottery. I don't know what happened. If he's not on this planet anymore, rest in peace, Mark of J. I like that guy. He was a real one. And I miss YouTube channels like that. But, you know, all these guys you see out here who are dropping massive kill games, for the most part, are probably getting put into easy lobbies because even if you're really good at this game, it is very hard to do really well. And that's not fun. That's not how it should be. Call of Duty should just be random, mixed up. And honestly, when I 2-box, not every time I get into lobbies that are super, super easy. Like I get into lobbies that are like regular Call of Duty matches how they used to be back in the day. Some of the guys are good, some are bad, but I don't have to feel like I have to try super hard to do well. This is another thing too that people don't think about. When you just play Call of Duty and you circumvent the skill-based matchmaking, you can use other guns. You can try different tactics. You can play more relaxed, more free. You don't have to try your ass off like as if it's the end of the world if you don't get a win. And you can use all the dumb guns and you get to use attachments, and it's actually fun, like how Call of Duty used to be, instead of everybody using the mouth wide open thumbnail meta weapon loadout. This weapon is guaranteed to be the most overpowered weapon. You want to drop 40 nukes in one game, use this weapon. But you know, those dudes dropping 3 nukes in one lobby, one match, one game on all these videos you're seeing are 2-boxing. Just want to point out there, like pretty much everybody you see with stellar gameplay nowadays is probably 2-boxing, which is fine. They're still really good at the game. I'm still awesome. The gameplay you see behind me is me just decimating dudes, quad feed after quad feed, double harps, dropping the whatever last kill streak. I don't know what the hell it's called. The chopper gunner is actually the best. It is super OP. I love it. It's actually better than chopper gunner in the history of the Call of Duty. But you know, none of you are going to experience that. You know why? Or maybe you'll experience it once every 2 weeks. I get to experience it every single time I play, almost every session. Every other game, I get to drop a chopper gunner, get to drop awesome kill streaks, get to use dumb guns, don't have to act like my life is dependent upon doing great in Call of Duty. If I don't do well, it isn't the end of the world. I'm still having fun, and the lobbies are a lot more chill, and it's like playing old school Call of Duty. And I, Ghost of 8, ain't going to get mad at anybody who wants to cheat in Call of Duty, because what you're doing is you're taking your power in your own hands and you're not allowing these huge corporations to manipulate you. And if that means beating up on some noobs, so be it. Go cry me a river. It's a video game. Life goes on. This video doesn't go on because it's over. I'm the Ghost of 8. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys. But last but not least, and most importantly, stay based and don't let the reptilian shapeshifters building the moon base harp the spray. Capture L711, what's the inside job? Just go Tower 7. The behavior gorge, Alzheimer's is flat, moon is fake. Ellen Jones is Bill Hicks. Forrest Fosgay, white man, bring you down.